I get so many comments and messages every day on my YouTube channel and on Instagram about how to make $100,000 in real estate. And I guess I want to share my thoughts around some of frustrations maybe I have with the mindset, because really I wanted to make this video to share with you how simple it is to make six figures. And the thing that I keep seeing over and over again is like real estate agents saying that they want to make 100,000 or 200,000 or 500,000, whatever it is your financial goals are. But then as soon as I share the plan with them, it's rare that I see people actually execute once they know the math. And so let's just pretend for a second your goal is to make $100,000 a year in real estate, and whether you're new to the business or not, you're frustrated, or you ask yourself, okay, well, what do I need to do? How do I make this magical six figures, this magical $100,000 a year that it seems like most people in this industry are trying to earn, when they've never earned this kind of money in their life? And quite frankly, $100,000 is not that much money these days. But let's just pretend for this conversation in this video that's your goal. Well, if you look at the math and you look at, okay, let's break this down on exactly what you have to do in order to earn six figures. Let's pretend your average commission is $5,000. That would mean you need to sell 20 houses. Well, let's back into the numbers and see, well, what does that mean? And this is where I think a lot of the people get not overwhelmed, but after they see what they have to do, it's almost like they get defeated before they even get started. And it's like, well, how bad do you want it? I mean, it's like so many people that say they want to get in shape until you tell them exactly what they have to do to get in shape, and they no longer want to get in shape anymore. And I think this is just a product of goes to what people do is simply proof of what they believe, not what they say. I think it's real simple to talk a bunch of shit and say, oh, I want to make a lot of money, I want to live this life, and have all these goals. But it's very rare that people actually put forth the amount of effort they need to make those goals a reality. So let's break these numbers down. So you need 20 sales. Well, how do I get to 20 sales? Well, you're going to have to get some contracts. You're going to have to, and how many contracts do you need? Well, if we keep these numbers simple and we look at the averages, you might be better than this, you might be worse than this, I don't know. But if we look at the averages and say, okay, well, in order to have 20 closings, it's likely you're probably going to need close to 40 contracts signed. 40. Whether that be buyer agency contracts or listing contracts, you probably need 40. 50% of those will sell, 50% won't close for a variety of different reasons. But just to keep the math simple, let's just say you need 40. Well, how do you get 40 contracts signed? Well, for most of us, depending on your skills, as you're building your skills, you're probably going to have a 50% close ratio at appointment to contract signed. Meaning, in this case, you're going to need to go on 80 appointments over the course of a year. 80 meetings with a buyer or seller to get half of them to sign a contract. Well, how do I get the 80 meetings? Well, for most of you, to get on 80 meetings, it's probably going to take you 100 conversations to get on one appointment. So we take the 80 meetings that you need, times that by 100, it's 8,000 conversations that you need over the year. I mean, it's real simple math. And so I tell an agent, all right, you need 8,000 conversations divided by 240 working days per year. This is how many people you need to talk to per day. And then this is where the problems all start. So we take a very simple basic math equation, straightforward as it can be, and say, all right, this is what you need to do every day, but then nobody does the work. And then they want to turn around and blame or complain. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I've got bad leads. I'm at the wrong company. The market's crap. Whatever. But the reality is, when I ask one simple question, how many people do you talk to per day? That's the number they try to dance around. Because it's a real simple math problem, and earning 6 figures or more in this business is nothing more than taking the amount of money you want to make and working the numbers backwards to tell you how many people you need to talk to per day, how many appointments you need to set, how many of those appointments you need to convert, how many houses you need to sell. So what I want to leave you with in this video is to maybe, one, stop overcomplicating what it is that you have to do to accomplish the goals that you have. And then number two, once you've decided and worked the numbers backwards, it's simply a decision on whether or not you're willing to do the work or not. That's it. Are you willing to have the amount of conversations you need every day to accomplish the goals that you say you want? If you do, great. If you don't put forth the work, what you do is simply proof of what you believe, not what you say.